let's go ahead and get this party started.
Hello there.
What's up? How's it going? We just got into The Mandalorian chapter 20 last night at 12 a.m.
Actually, kind of hard to believe that we're already at chapter 20.
Yeah. The armor is making something for Grogu.
It is the heart of Mandalorian culture.
And she's saying that basically the forge brings out the weaknesses in a person.
Mm-hmm.
And so it slams, and then that's what brings out his recollection of Order 66 and what happened. Now, before I get too into this, the interesting thing,
Here we go.
The first interesting thing about that, all the time that he supposedly spent with Luke Skywalker, which is like 2 or 3 years, is what Jon Favreau said, right?
Wow.
All that time, Luke Skywalker didn't bring that out of him. Mm-hmm. That makes it more like he's really a Mandalorian. He's really part of their creed more than a Jedi, even though he came up as a Jedi first. So I thought that was pretty interesting, you know, that this brought out what his memory of his rescue was. So they show him at the Jedi temple, and he's going up through the elevator, and then all the Jedi are dying, and they're getting killed by the 501st. They're saying, "Oh, get him to Kelleran Beck."
Kelleran Beck. There you go.
So get him to Kelleran. They kept on saying Kelleran, and then they push him in the elevator or the turbo lift or whatever. I don't even know what they're called in Star Wars. A Jedi falls in there and dies, and then the lightsaber drops in there, and then they get to the top. The black dude opens the door,
And this is the part where I was thinking, it's Mace Windu. But
yeah,
it wasn't. Thank you guys for coming. Please like, share, subscribe with all your friends. Get our channel booming and everything. Appreciate all the views we've been getting as well. So
at first I was like, wait a second. And then sure enough, I recognized the guy, and it's Jar Jar Binks' actor.
I didn't really know it was him until you told me.
Yeah.
Texted me. I was like, oh, that's who it was. I knew it was got to be somebody who was important. I was like, it's got to be because they put him in such an intense scene.
Yeah, I feel like he did pretty well with it.
And good for him, man, because I love this franchise. There are those who take it too seriously and bully and all that stuff, not just with him, but also with Cara Dune.
Back then, you would get mail, and people would send you letters of death threats and stuff, and that's what was going on with Ahmed Best. And
to the point where he actually was contemplating suicide, and that no one deserves that. No one deserves that, regardless of how bad their acting role in that character is. You know, he did his best with what he had. I'm not a fan of Jar Jar Binks, y'all, just so you know. I'm not a fan, but I'm really glad that he had his moment to shine, that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau gave him an opportunity to shine and show us what he actually had to offer to the franchise, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't his fault that character was so bad. He basically protected Grogu. How come they didn't protect any of the other kids? I don't know. They just get slaughtered.
Y'all are fucked.
Yeah, no, his pod was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that
was kind of cool.
That was probably the fanciest pod he had. It was like a Cadillac, you know.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and he was a lot younger.
And they actually did a really good job with that too.
Yeah,
like just looking at him, going, oh, "That's a younger Grogu." It looked amazing.
Yeah, he was a little baby.
And even before this whole flashback scene is that you actually get to see his facial structure just kind of change, was having this memory. And it was, like I said in the past episode, man, whoever is doing the puppeteering of this is doing an amazing job with his emotions.
They probably put some upgrades into him, because now, it definitely showed like despair, fear, and all that garbage.
Yes.
I mean, it was a great scene.
And then after this, he tells Grogu, we're going to go meet up with some friends of mine. They go over there, and these people come out of a ship. Now, what kind of ship did they go into, Jason?
You said it was a Padme's ship from Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. Now, first off, we thought that it was the one for episode 3, but it's actually the one for episode 2.
Because I watched it again, and I was like, there's blades on the side of that ship in episode 3. Yeah, it didn't look like that. And it's been so long since I've seen episode 2, but I've had to go back and watch episode 3 after having this podcast like I watch it a couple times and, see different things in it and see how everything relates because basically Mandalorian's coming straight from episode 3. It's coming from the prequels and mostly it deals with the Clone Wars and prequels.
Right. And pretty soon we'll be dealing with Rebels too. So I think you might be forced to watch Rebels, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's a hard one.
They go into the ship and then they fly off. That ends where the memory is. The armorer gives him a piece of Beskar. That thing is so huge. I'm thinking the whole time, I'm thinking, how is Grogu actually going to hold that? That thing is huge. I thought it was actually going to be like a helmet, actually. I thought she was going to give him a helmet or something.
I think it's too soon for him to get a helmet. Yeah. Nobody's going to want to watch it.
She gives him like this kind of crest chest piece.
Yeah.
On there. And I was thinking the whole time, like, how is Grogu going to be able to move around with that thing, man?
Yeah.
That thing is like so heavy.
She probably made it thin enough so that he could wear it. It's a breastplate.
Breastplate of the sign for the Mudhorn that Din Djarin has.
It had the Mudhorn on it?
Mudhorn, yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of cool.
So that was a big reveal. We had Jar Jar Binks save the day. Like Chris said, he didn't want.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we didn't actually get Jar Jar Binks.
Where did you see that anyways?
See what?
That it was going to be Jar Jar Binks.
No, it was just theories online. People just saying, it could be Jar Jar Binks. It could be Palpatine, Vader. I actually wish it would have been Vader. That would have been nice. But Vader was just too busy killing younglings.
Yeah, to take a youngling. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if that was the case, he might as well have kept a lot of people so that they can clone from, But he might not have. Obviously, he didn't know that was going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, or else he would have been looking for him the whole time. And I do hope that they keep on going with that and that you get more of the story of like now there's a big gap of how he got from that Jedi, what happened to that Jedi, and then how did he end up with whoever the fuck he was with in the first season. He was with like...
It was at the town of those raiders or something, right?
Yeah, he was with some pirates or something.
Yeah.
And so how did that happen? Mm-hmm. And why were they protecting him?
But this is also 30 years in the past. So what happened in that 30-year amount of space right there between what happened in episode 3 and now in Mandalorian season 3?
Yeah, that's a long time to keep him safe, and fed. He's probably hungry as shit. So...
Yeah.
The Foundling.
The Foundling. So, yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys like our new setup here. We got some new collectibles here to kind of show off a little bit. But, yeah, we love Star Wars. We thank you guys for joining us. And please hit like, share, subscribe with your friends like we said at the first part of the episode. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please comment down below as well. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
And, regardless of where you're listening from, whether that be the gym, your home, YouTube, in the car, whatever it is, thank you so much for spending some time with us. All right. We'll see you guys next week. All right. Have a good week.
Oh, he's in The Last of Us.
There you go.
Well, he's in the video game.